Thank you so much for attending my presentation about the power of cope in Pokemon. Today we're going to be looking through some odd VGC picks that likely aren't a good call to bring to tournaments, but you could in theory justify. And on a completely unrelated note, most of these are some of my personal favorite Pokemon to use. No correlation at all. First up is Luxray. The cat is normally horrible due to a mid-typing, unremarkable move pool and bulk, and bad speed. However, in doubles, it is a very specific set of traits that could help it do something. Intimidate is already amazing as the best widespread ability in the format. Lowering attack is super strong against physical attackers, even with defying threats can gambit and annihilate running around. But it also has two other forms of damage reduction. Baby Doll Eyes just drops attack by one stage, but has the sneaky upside of priority, which can be very valuable. More interesting though is Eerie Impulse, dropping special attack by 2 stages. When combined with Thunderbolt, which can fry Pelipper, it actually looks kinda alright in terrain teams which won Baltimore Regionals. And with those other decent traits, it could maybe put in work elsewhere. Charizard in Gen 9 has always occupied the damning space of, in theory, cool but completely outclassed. In its case, the better Pokemon was Chi-Yu. Zard's whole shtick is Solar Power, which boosts its special attack by 1.5 times when in the sun. Then, with the boosting item in Terra Fire, Heat Wave deals obscene spread damage, but Chi-Yu unfortunately does that job a bit better with its higher stats and Beads of Ruin. Thus, using Charizard wasn't very strong, but Regulation H has changed things. The fish is gone, leaving room for Pokemon's Golden Child to wreak havoc. The sheer damage this can deal, especially with tons of bulky Pokemon being banned, is awesome. It can even kill bulky resist like Salamence. There are of course a lot of problems. The chip damage you take each turn from Solar Power sucks, you can miss, Zard's pretty frail, etc. But I choose to ignore it. This dude is fucking raw. We all know about Incineroar, the undisputed best Pokemon in VGC history. With Intimidate, Fake Out, Parting Shot, and other strong supportive and attacking moves, it fits onto a wide variety of teams. But what if I told you that Torracat, its pre-evolution, has a few things that make it usable? Everything revolves around speed. Unlike the vast majority of Pokemon, one of Incineroar's stats actually gets worse upon evolution, and it's not insignificant either. Torracat's speed of 90 is cut by a whopping third as Incin is only at 60. That's a massive jump and could in theory help it out. This was the most relevant in Regulations D through F because of Urshifu. Max Speed Torracat could actually outrun and burn it with Will-O-Wisp before it got an attack off. This of course applied to everything else as well, from Parting Shot to Fake Out. Also, losing the Dark type isn't all bad. It's especially nice against fairy moves like Dazzling Gleam, which don't really threaten Torracat that much. In addition, you don't lose that much in return. You still have Intimidate, and even though Eviolite isn't perfect, it still makes you pretty fucking bulky. There are of course issues with this. You miss out on a lot of damage and the ability to run a potentially important item like Safety Goggles or Citrus Berry. Even so, this niche is real and has seen a few decent results. Clodsire is a Pokemon that I like. I know, crazy stuff. But in VGC, I swear to God, it honestly isn't that bad. It actually has a few routes it can go down. The idea I'm the most experienced with is actually an attacking build that takes advantage of its unique stab combo, Water Immunity via Water Absorb, and solid natural bulk. It takes a lot of moves like Arcalodon's annoying Electro Shot and can fire back for surprisingly alright damage with high horsepower. Grass types like Rillaboom get chunked for a lot of damage with Poison Jab, or if you like gambling, it could even just drop to a Gunk Shot. Other meta-relevant Pokemon also get waxed, like Incineroar, Primarina, Sneasler, and Whimsicott. Terra gives it even more ways to handle frustrating Pokemon. Terra Dark is nice against Basculegion and Psyspam. Terra Fire helps into Typhlosion. You could also just forgo Water Absorb entirely, instead rocking Unaware to stymie Dondozo. Clodsire has a lot of problems though. Namely, it's slow as hell, is pretty physically shaky, and requires a lot of attack investment to do its job. As dumb as it sounds, I run max attack and give it a fucking clear amulet, letting it deal damage all the time. Does it kinda waste the item on a Pokemon that probably isn't very good? Sure. Do I care? No. In conclusion, I'm a dumb bitch that likes gimmick idiots too much. While definitely destroying my tournament performance, I'll never stop. It's too much fun. Thank you so much for watching.